I started as a student worker here in 1990, and I can recall in 1991, 92, that you could hear the waves hit the beach, but you couldn't see the water. There was that much marsh still existed before you got to the water, and so there's just so much change. The Gulf is getting closer, tides are coming in stronger, and salinities are stronger as well, and so it's hard for those places to adapt and make that change. And what we're seeing is a lot of area is being converted to open water.
According to the Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority, Cameron Parish sees 5 to 30 feet of its shoreline washed away every year. But why is that? Well, the material that makes up our coast plays a big role.
In this area, we don't receive a lot of sediments along the coast, so we've got to protect what's here, and the material we have here is shell hash. And some days I have seen the shell hash move 20, 30 feet in one day. High tides, strong winds like we just had with a late frontal system. The Gulf is pushing in that southeast winds, and the tides come with it, and so that shell hash tends to move a lot.
The issue of how to fix the coastal erosion in our region hasn't been left unanswered. In fact, there's currently projects being built and expanded upon in order to do just that.
So we have right now the Rockefeller Shoreline Protection Project, or described as ME18, which is the Mermentau Basin Project 18. And we've added on since then, but it's the beginning of seeing those results and expanding, you know, and the beauty about those projects, it's not going to cost the state, it's not going to cost the parishes any additional funds to operate these structures. All that's taken care of through staff here at Rockefeller to operate and maintain those structures.
Projects like these do help, but the need for more is still there. This was unfortunately highlighted in 2020 after Hurricanes Laura and Delta ravaged our region. But an answer for more may be on the horizon.
You know, I'm hoping and praying that we can implement one other project, and that's the storm surge protection, like similar to what they've done out east. They've built storm gates, like in certain channels that could impact towns and communities, and you would build levees that would run maybe parallel to the highway. We're also looking at existing levee infrastructure and taking that levee infrastructure and actually building on it to enhance it, to get to a higher elevation and a wider base. That way it can take the brunt of the storm. And a project like that would give the community hope and somewhat insurance of, hey, I can rebuild. The next storm's not going to be as devastating.
If we don't strive to do more to protect our coast, Cameron Parish could lose up to 40% of its existing land based on an estimate by the CPRA. So it's up to us to take on this problem to save our coast from future storms.
This shoreline project is one of the most important projects, I would say, for the next generation. Because if we don't protect it now, it's going to be gone. And for instance, Calcasieu Parish needs Cameron Parish in order to protect against all these issues. So I think Calcasieu realizes that and the importance to have the first line of defense, and that is our coastline, and minimize what those hurricanes can do in the future.